Aloha and welcome back to Pineapple Top Hawaii. Mahalo for joining us once again for a quick and easy recipe that we love. Today we have some store-bought Kalua pork and we're just basically using what we have at home. We have an onion, garlic, and cabbage, and we're just gonna whip up some quick and easy dinner. So we're basically just gonna chop up our onion in some slices, and then we're gonna chop up our cabbage by taking off the core of the cabbage, which is a hard ribbed part, and we're just gonna take that out and then cut it up into some 1-inch squares, I would say. And then basically all we're doing is heating up this Kalua pork. Kalua pork is basically, in Hawaii, what we do is we do an underground imu, which is an underground cooking method of cooking a whole pig. And the flavor from that is very smoky and juicy and tender, but not all the time everyone has time to do that or have the resources to do that. So another way you could make it, if you can't find it in your local grocery store, is to make it in a crock pot or a roaster. And all it is some pork butt with Hawaiian sea salt and some liquid smoke, which goes a long way. So if you are making it at home, go easy on it because you don't want to overpower it. And that is basically it. So for those of you who don't know, it's kind of, I would say, comparable to like a pulled pork kind of, but without the barbecue sauce. So it's that smoky, porky, savory taste. Yeah, but anyway, so we're just gonna heat that up, and for me, I love garlic, so I'm gonna put in some garlic with it. Season it really simply. The pork has seasoning already, so I'm just gonna do some pepper and garlic, and then we're just gonna heat this up. I like my Kalua pork to be a little crispy. It gives it such a great caramelized flavor, so I'm gonna do that, and we're just gonna whip it up. So this is so funny. I didn't even know that it was frozen. So, I mean, it was out for like 10 to 15 minutes, but I didn't realize it was frozen. So if you buy it frozen and you have to cook it right away, just add a little bit of water to kind of break down the iciness of the pork. And then with the steam and the heat, it's eventually just gonna fall apart. So that's what I did here. So the smell of Kalua pork literally radiates your house of this just amazing smell, and you can tell if somebody is cooking this in their house. It smells so good. And here we just added our onions and then some pepper and our cabbage. So when I add in the cabbage, usually if I'm making like corned beef or cabbage, Kalua cabbage, whatever it is, I do my meat first and then I pile on the cabbage over it, and then the steam will wilt down that cabbage a little bit, because if you try to mix that crunchy cabbage with your meat underneath, it's just gonna fall over your pot and it's just gonna be everywhere. So what I try to do is I put it over the meat first, and then I kind of just push it down a little bit for that steam to kind of break down that cabbage a little bit. And once I know that it's ready to flip, or if I have not as much as I usually do where it's like pouring over the side of the pot, then I will just kind of toss it in really quick. But cabbage wilts pretty quick as well, so don't be intimidated to put enough cabbage inside this, because just as important of the Kalua is important of the cabbage, and it's a great balance. So the only thing I did is touch it up with a little bit of shoyu. So whenever buying meat or any kind of pre-made cooked foods from stores, always taste it if you're gonna mix it with something else, because you don't know how much salt they put. So I gave it a taste. I needed a little bit more salt, but I didn't want to add Hawaiian salt, so I just did a little bit of shoyu and it hit the spot. So if you like this video, please give us a like, comment, and subscribe. And we hope that it inspires you to cook more, or gives you an idea of what you can make with what you already have. So thank you again for watching. Mahalo for sticking around with us. And again, mahalo for the 1K followers. And we are thinking of posting 2 times a week. What do you guys think? Leave us a comment below and let us know. Mahalo for watching, and we'll see you on the next.